So Ishowspeed is currently in Egypt, and he went to the museum and he asked a question. He asked, why do all the statues have their noses broken? They have their noses broken because when the Europeans arrived and they found the civilization, they actually broke the very African-looking noses. They broke the noses. So if you look at a lot of the statues, they have their noses broken because the noses were typically African noses, and they broke the noses. And Ishowspeed asked, why do they have their noses broken? And the curator was stumbling, and she said, oh, it's because it's the area of weakness. And then the second reason is when the Europeans arrived, they broke the noses to erase African history, because it's all in the nose, isn't it? They broke them. They broke the noses in the hope that it will never be discovered that they were actually African. And actually, if you look at the Egyptian history, the 23rd and the 24th dynasty is never really recorded because they were Nubian. The kings were Nubian. The pharaohs were actually Nubian. They were so black. And the other thing they don't talk about is about the Sudanese, the Sudanese pyramids. Nobody ever talks about the Sudanese pyramids. And because this is something that is not meant to be advanced when it comes to Africans.
Yes, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl here, Anne. So today, guys, on today's video, we're going to talk about Egypt. And as we all say about Egypt, we talk about also Ishowspeed. You see, Ishowspeed had a tour and he has been visiting part of Africa. So today he was in Egypt. And there is this part of where there's this good part that people are saying Egypt is not in Africa, but Ishowspeed was visiting Africa, and one of the cities he visited was Egypt. So, do people mean that Ishowspeed was at the wrong place, or what? Did Ishowspeed visited Africa and went to Egypt where is not Africa, or what? Watch this video and you'll get answers.
Wow. The Sphinx. Let's get a shot. Wait, what happened to her nose? What happened to her nose? Why is her nose cut off? Did it fall off, chat?
Everyone ask me when you just come here why Sphinx is without nose. It's famous from Egypt and some countries. Who broke a nose? The history of man Makrizi from Islamic era. Right inside his book and say, a man his name Sa'im al-Dahr do this. But why? Why Sa'im al-Dahr do this? Because he won't be proof. For some people, it is just a statue, just stone, not God. For this, he just broke a nose and say he can protect himself. What he do? He just a stone.
Oh, so he was trying to prove that the statue was not a god.
Not a God.
So he broke the nose.
Sphinx is a one piece, but two parts. Body, lion, he is human, but not normal human. It's royal human. And we think this is the face of King Khafre.
East Africans? Seriously, what is your bone to pick with Egyptians? Egyptians are black. Have you guys been to Egypt? Have you been to Upper Egypt? There are plenty of black Egyptians. Our origins come from melanin. My grandparents are darker skinned. There's colorism. It exists in the Asian community. It also exists in all African communities. It doesn't change the fact that we as Egyptians are not like Europeans. I've seen the videos discussing the race of the ancient Egyptians. And now today I'm seeing videos from Speed's Live where he's in front of the pyramids and it's East Africans saying, Egypt is the most boring country. Egypt is so boring. So which one is it? Like, genuinely, you guys just want to hate. I saw a clip where Speed tells a man a fact about the pyramids. And the man's like, I can't speak. I don't know. That man is European. That man is clearly a tourist. And then I see a video of Speed looking overwhelmed and like some sad music on top of it. And then I hear some noise in the background and I'm like, what is that language? It's German. It's like, it's not even Arabic. Like, genuinely, I was scared. I was worried. Don't get me wrong. It's German. And, like, I don't know why. I don't know what this propaganda is against Egyptians. We're not, like, there's no ploy. I saw another clip where Speed is complaining about how it's really hard to film in Egypt. I can't tell you the number of times I've been told that my camera isn't allowed. I have to put my camera away. I held up a Palestinian flag. I got in trouble for it, too. The reality is that Egyptians live under a strict dictatorship. And they struggle every day. I'm starting to think that this is some type of psyop to divide Africa, because what did Egyptians do? It exists in the Arab world too. Egyptians are Arab-speaking people, and there is massive propaganda from the Gulf coming against Egypt. Now is not the time for this. Like, now is not the time for division with people who look like you and share a continent with you.
The Egyptians are not African. I'm sorry.
Do you know where Egypt is?
Yes, it's in
Where?
North Africa.
Okay, stop. You stop right there. You just said that you said the Egyptians are not African.
Are white South Africans
No,
African?
wait. Yes, they are African. See, okay, to be African means you come from the continent of Africa. So if you come from the continent of Africa, that's who you are. So that means you're an African. So and you do know. Do you also deny science that man originated from Africa, or do you say that's false science?
What are you talking about? I mean, what are you referring to?
I'm talking
Science.
archaeology. I'm talking biology. I'm talking science. In terms of the where did man originate? Where scientists, white scientists.
Egypt was an amazing civilization.
I didn't
it was
say
not created by black Africans. I'm sorry.
It wasn't. Who created it?
People who are white.
How are people?
You can look actually look at art, and they differentiate between races.
No, I got to ask you a question. How do you
from ancient Egyptian art?
You do know those were black people. You do know.
They weren't.
You do know from science you can't get black from white. You can get white from black. You do know when it comes to evolution.
What?
When it comes.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Do you never studied science?
I see what you're. Yes, I have.
No, so but
I mean, I'm not a scientist.
Are
you?
But man originated in Africa. Yes or no?
That is a consensus. Yes.
Okay. So if man originated in Africa, which means that they were Africans, then all of a sudden, when you talk about the amazing works of the Egyptians, they were people of color. I know that's a little rough for you to handle, but I know you want to hold on to that, somehow thinking whites built the pyramids. But I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, we did.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Because, first of all, they were building things in Egypt while white Europeans were still in caves. That's a fact.
That's
a fact. Okay.
Sure.
So, guys, as you have seen the video, that man was really arguing that Egypt is not part of Africa, but the answer is there. Egypt is part of Africa, guys. So Ishowspeed visited Africa, and he had good moments. He dances. He ate the Egyptian food. He did so many things as he was live, and he got 48.5 million subscribers while finishing his visit in Egypt. He was very happy with that thing. See you the next video. Cheers.